Someone out there is holding on to quite a bit of power. So this is a complicated reading, but if you think this might be you, stay. Because this one is very important for someone to hear. I was asking the cards, I know someone out there needs a specific message. What is it? And this came through very strongly. The first message I got is that you are being drawn towards something and it scares you a little bit. And it's really important for you to know that what you're being drawn to right now is meant for you. This desire that you have, it's scaring you. It's scaring you because you're afraid of the possibilities and you are actually afraid that you might step into your own power. And you're not afraid of failure, you're afraid of success. So the cards want you to know that this thing that you're contemplating, this thing that is calling to you and that you're drawn towards, it is for you. It is meant for you. Do not be scared of your own power. Don't live as a shadow of yourself. Be your real full self. You have a lot of power inside of you and you have been holding this power back because you're afraid of it. And so the cards are telling you, this is meant for you. This is yours. Why be afraid of what's yours already? It's already there. So the thing that you're drawn to is going to help you realize this power, and I mean realize in the way of making it reality. So don't be afraid of the thing that you're drawn towards because it is the key to unlock the power that is already inside of you. There's more to this though. This is why it gets a little bit complicated. When you start to step into this power, when you start to step towards this thing you're drawn to, things are going to change very quickly. There's going to be a huge change in your life. There's going to be a huge change inside of you. And I don't know exactly what this change is, but it's going to happen really fast and you're going to get scared again. But it's almost like you're cracking open your shell so this power can come out of you. So this thing you're drawn to is going to start this transformation. And it's going to scare you a little bit. And you don't need to be scared, but you do need to be watchful. Because the other thing the cards are saying is be careful what you put in your cauldron. Your shell is going to be cracked open. And you might already be an empath, but even if you're not, you are going to energetically be empathic during this transformation. Your energy is going to be vulnerable. Not vulnerable to attack, vulnerable in the sense that if you have the wrong influences around you, they could influence this transformation that you're about to undergo. So be very careful what elements and influences you allow in your life. And I mean, that could be entertainment, that could be individual people. You need to really be very careful about what you allow into your energetic, psychic, and mental space once you step into this period of transformation, because it could influence your final form. I don't know a better way to say it. You're going to be, again, vulnerable with your shell cracked open as you step into your power, and whatever is around you can influence the color, the shape, the texture inside. I know it's a little weird. I told you this is going to be a complicated one, but it's really important because whoever this is meant for, there's a lot inside of you that's ready to come out, and just be really cautious about the influences because you will be in a slightly vulnerable state. Now, the cards want you to know that you are deeply connected to your ancestors. And so this Book of Shadows card is saying that your ancestors have already passed their knowledge and their power down to you, and it is already inside you. I think that taking a moment to connect with your ancestors and be grateful for this power is going to be really important, because it's almost like you have to accept it emotionally, verbally. It's like you have to accept this ancestral gift that's been given to you. If you have any writings from ancestors, if you have any possessions from a grandmother, if your mother has passed on, your great-grandmother, there is an ancestral possession that you need to actually touch and sit with. Find it. Go find it. This is going to be really important to claiming your power, and also to making sure that you have the right influences around you. Okay, so the Cauldron card isn't just about making sure you don't have the wrong influences. It's also about collecting the right tokens around you. Oh my gosh. Wow, it was like a huge light bulb went off. Yes. So make sure that you have these things from your ancestors in your space. Make sure that you have the right crystals, the right herbs, the right books. Make sure that you have the right resonance around you as you step into this. Wow. Okay. The other thing the cards want you to know is that it is really important that you believe. And at first I thought this meant that it's important that you believe that this is for you. Yes, that is super important. It's important for you to believe in the power of this ancestral link and the power of what your ancestors have passed down to you spiritually and physically. I keep getting that there's something physical that you have access to that you need to connect with, whatever that looks like for you. So this is saying believe in spirit and in yourself, but I'm telling you, this is reinforcing that you need to believe in this ancestral gift and this lineage, that there is something in your lineage that you need to pay attention to, and you need to believe it so that you will actually pay attention to it, so that you can connect with it. Okay. All right. And then the other thing we got is letters and blood bond. You see how this is just completely reinforcing this same message? Letters could be a letter or some sort of writing or paper that you've received through your family. This is also a call for you to actually communicate. And this could be communicating with your spirit team or your ancestors. I'm getting that you have a very close spiritual and or family connection to someone. And you are being called to deepen that bond. And you need to communicate more in order to do so. That is what you are being called to do at this time, is to deepen this spiritual and familial bond. It could be with somebody who's passed on. It could be somebody who's physically available to you. But you need to actually speak to them either way, or write to them. It's very important that you verbalize something to them. And I think that maybe you need to talk to them about this reading and talk to them about this ancestral connection, this internal power, this gift. I'm getting that for some of you, there's actually a family secret you don't know. And that when you talk to this person or this spirit, this family secret will be revealed to you. It's not a bad family secret. Don't be afraid. But it's something that your family just doesn't talk about. And it could be something related to your practice. But I'm getting the feeling that you haven't paid much attention to your practice. And it feels like this reading is a call for you to do so. And the candles that are associated with this reading are a white candle, a black candle, and a green candle. So yes, please say that you accept this reading and that you claim it in the comments, but also I want you to burn a white, black, and green candle. I want you to write something down, and I want you to meditate on who this bond is with, because you need to deepen this connection with them. And most importantly, you need to believe.